The farmhouse build is carrying on really strong. Ah, it's Craig. Wow, that looks like it's coming along really nicely. Hey David, I was hoping that I could use your baler, if that's okay. This is our new field, which has got some lovely luscious grass in. We need to mow this, get it windrowed, and then baled up and put in the trailer so we can take it over to the animal dealer. Crack on with the cultivating, move on to the planting. We talked about putting cotton in there. We could use cotton to make rope, which Craig desperately needs. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the American Dream at Riverbend Springs. It's been a lovely morning so far. It's April, and I've been admiring our wonderful farmhouse build, which has finally got a roof. The builders have been making some good progress, and yeah, they're topped up with building materials, which is good, but we'll be needing to keep an eye on this so we can keep it readily topped up. As, yeah, I would like to have the farmhouse fully built fairly soon. Right, we've got a bit of an early start this morning, up a little bit earlier, as I have a load of grass bales, which we collected up from our newly purchased field 44, and we need to take these grass bales over to the animal dealer to sell them. Start her up, and we can back up to our bale trailer, get that hitched up. So yes, we drilled, or planted, as we needed to use our new planter, cotton in field 44, and that is to aid Craig with some rope in the future. He needs it for his other playground projects. But yeah, I was hoping to sort of drive past our new field, see how the cotton is getting on. I'm hoping it has germinated well. And head on down and around and over the bridge. Everything is looking nice and green and luscious this time of year. And I can see green in the field, which is a good start. So it looks like our cotton has germinated quite nicely. Let's get out and have a little inspect, shall we? Yes, there we go. I can see the cotton plants that have emerged. But unfortunately, also have emerged is some weeds, which we will have to deal with quite sharpishly, because I don't want that to inhibit the growth of our cotton. We want it to meet maximum yield, so we can make as much rope as possible for Craig. Right, so yeah, I think we will have to look at getting a weeder, or I could maybe get in touch with Farmer Stan and see if he could lend us his sprayer. But to be honest with you, I think we're going to be needing a sprayer much more regularly. We'll also have to fertilize this, as it's only got the base level of fertilizer. So maybe Farmer Stan will be willing to sell us his sprayer. We will have to see. But let's hop back in, and we can start off by getting these bales over to the animal dealer. And perhaps we might bump into Katie. I'm hoping we will. It has been a long while since we have seen her. Over the bridge. It's always nicer in Riverbend when we have the good weather. Right, we will turn into the animal dealer. Oh, I think I might have gone down the bad track, because there's cones there, but never mind. Aha! We can see Katie. Give her a toot and a wave. Right, I think we know where the bales get sold, so we'll go sort that out, and then we can see if she wants to have a chat. Gingerly reverse these back. Can hear the pigs squealing away. Right, if we unstrap. We should be able to sell these. There we go. Oh, just over $2,000. So that is pretty good going. Always makes it worthwhile doing all the effort of grass and mowing, although the hay didn't turn out so good this time round. Right, let's park up and see if Katie wants to have a chat. Hey Katie, how are you? I'm sorry it's been such a long time since we spoke. Life's been rather busy and complicated, especially since we lost our previous living quarters to the fire and explosion. That's okay. I know you've been busy, and your father Walter has been helping us out along the way with giving us work, and I've started build of a new farmhouse. And I've also bought some land off your father, which is why we've got quite a few grass bales. Yeah, we've planted cotton in its place, as I've gone into business with Craig, the playground maker. We're supplying him with building materials, and he needs some rope, which I'm hoping to make from the cotton we've planted. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, Katie, but got quite a lot on my plate today. It's been lovely catching up. How about we grab a coffee again sometime? Dinner at your house? Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Yeah, sure, we'd love to come. All right then, Katie. Well, we'll see you soon. Have a good day. Well, good news. We've sold our grass bales and been able to catch up with Katie. It has been a long time since we last did. See you later, Katie. Catch you later. Yes, it was nice to catch up with Katie, as it has been a while. Things were a little bit awkward after our previous meeting, or date, I guess you could say, that we had at Willie's steamboat. I'm not really sure as to the reasoning, but yeah, things went very quiet from Katie after that date. Oh, I've just got a text message. Hold on. Aha! It's Craig. He sent us a picture, and oh, it looks like playground tractor is nearly built. Oh, he sent a message as well. Nearly finished with this one. Can you bring another load of planks and planks long for the next? Oh, well, brilliant. Right, we will certainly get on our way back and get a load for Craig, as yeah, we want to keep that flowing well, and hopefully we'll be able to see him and check out the finished article. Right, we've made it here, and I can't see anything in the shed, but I think I heard some money go into our account. Let's just get this unloaded into Craig's workshop. There we go. The bulk of the planks, and then just the little planks to go. Excellent. Oh, we'll just park up here for now and see if we can chat to Craig. Good morning, Craig. Yeah, we brought a fresh batch of wood building materials for you. I see you have been busy, but it looks like I've missed the finished article. Ah, okay, it's been picked up and sold already. Wowzers, yeah, I've have to check my bank account, but thanks very much for sending over the money. But with the building materials now with you, I guess you can crack on with the next one, and hopefully we'll catch that before you sell it. Well, we've started the process of making rope by planting cotton in our field, so I'm hoping by later in the year we should have some cotton to turn into rope to bring to you. Excellent. Well, we'll leave you to your work, and see you soon, Craig. Thanks very much. Oh, crikey. 90,000 is what we received from Craig for the sale of his playground toy. Seems like they are a very high value and sought after good, which is amazing. So yeah, 98,000 is what we've got in the bank account, and we've just dropped off another load for Craig, so he will be busy building. There you go, I can see a wheel already. He does not hang around. I'm slightly disappointed that I didn't get to see the fully finished article, but we did see an example at David's farm behind the farmer's market the other day, as it seems like he's purchased one before. Well, I'm slightly shocked that we have got the amount of money that we have, but it has got me thinking that now we have a possibility to buy another field off of Walter. So as we are nearby, I think I'm going to head on over to Walter's, check in with him, and see if we can buy the third field in that cluster, where it's right next to where we planted the cotton, and then that should give us all 3 fields of that little area. Alright, we can pull into Walter's, and he is here. Ah, it's good to see him. Hey Walter, how you doing? Yeah, it's really nice to see you, and I'm glad that the weather has brightened up and warmed up so you can get back in the tractor. Oh, it's really good news from us this morning. Craig has sold the first playground toy, and we've made a good amount of money from it, which is fantastic. So I came to ask whether you'd be willing to sell us the field that's next to the one we bought last time, as we want to grow. This is the field that Walter owns, field 35. He has said that he is happy to sell it, as he is looking to offload his land ownership in this part of Riverbend. He wants to concentrate sort of in the southwest, as he's getting older now. So he's happy to sell it to us for $57,624. I think this is going to be a good investment for us. Excellent. Well, thanks, Walter. I've sent over the money, so if you can send over the deeds, that would be great. And yeah, consider that field bought. I'm thinking I'm going to put sorghum in it after we've managed to mow and make use of the grass. Well, good seeing you, Walter. Always a pleasure. And I'm hoping that we're going to meet up with Katie tonight. She's invited us over for dinner, which shall be good to catch up. See you soon then, Walter. Take care then. Bye-bye. Wow, excellent news, and easy come, easy go. The 90,000 that we made from Craig's playground goods, we have invested straight away a good portion of it, 57,000 of it, into another field which Walter has kindly sold us. So that is excellent, and it means that we now have another field to put some crops in. And as I mentioned to Walter, I'm thinking sorghum, as apparently that has quite a short growth season and cycle. We should be able to plant it either in April or in May, and then it will be ready just towards the end of summer, which will be really nice. Right, I'm gonna head on into town, and I think what I'm gonna do is just drop Farmer Stan a message, as I want to know if we can buy his sprayer from him, as we've got some weeding to do in our own field and some fertilizing. So what I might do is look to buy some herbicide and fertilizer, as I've got the truck with me at the moment. So I think we can pull in here actually and swing by the shop. Here we go, we can pull in. Right, I might just give Farmer Stan a quick call to see if he's going to be willing to sell us his old sprayer. It's ringing. Oh, hey Stan, how are you doing? Yeah, we're not too bad, thank you. Right, yeah, the reason for the call is I was wondering if you were willing to sell your old sprayer, as we've got some herbiciding of our own fields to do, and yeah, we've bought some more fields, so the farm is growing, and your sprayer would be perfect for our little farm setup. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it's been in the family a long time, but you'd be happy to sell it to us? Okay. Right, well, yeah, I'm sure we can give you some money for it. 2,000? Well, that's very reasonable, Stan, are you sure? Yeah, well, we'll look after it well, and we'll give it a good service and try and tidy it up a bit and look after it. Okay, you're away at the moment, so just leave the cash in the letterbox and take the sprayer. Well, we will do. Thanks, Stan. You take care. Bye-bye then. Well, that is excellent news. Farmer Stan is happy to sell us his sprayer, which means that we can buy some herbicide and fertilizer without worrying if we were actually going to make use of it or not. So, excellent news. Right, let's buy some. Well, this stuff is not cheap. 2,400 for the herbicide. And 3,200 for the fertilizer. Christ. Well, dealership have kindly loaded that up for us. It's very heavy. Let's get the side panel raised on the trailer. We don't want that falling off. There we go. And I do actually just need to strap down our toolbox so that doesn't fly away. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll get this back to our farm, and then we'll walk over to Farmer Stan's and pick up the sprayer. I don't think we've got any other option other to walk over there, as we need to bring the sprayer back and we can't leave the pickup there. So yeah, it is going to be a bit of a walk, but never mind. Past the sheriff office. I wonder how he's getting on. Not spoken to him in a little while. Not since he wondered if we'd be interested in becoming a deputy. But at the moment we are far too busy with our own farming operations. Maybe if we were light of work we could consider it. Right, we made it back home, and I'm going to have to see about how we can get these pallets off, as we don't have a pallet fork, and it's not possible to sort of split up like we can with the planks and the planks long and so forth to load them individually. And we will have to see if maybe we can drag this off with the winch that we have. Right, I've just got the ramp out of the trailer. Where's the winch? There's the winch. Let's jump in, Alice, shall we? And we'll just see if we can pull off that fertilizer and herbicide using the winch, just slowly down the ramp. Right, if we back up to the trailer, lower the winch to keep the tractor grounded, and hopefully we can grab the cable and connect it up to the IBC. There we go, excellent, and hopefully we can just reel this off the trailer nice and slowly. Alright, there we go, we can detach that one. A little bit finicky there, it looked like it was going to tip over at one point, but we can do the same but for the herbicide this time. Right, That'll do. I don't want to drag it across the ground too much, as it's going to scratch all of the concrete. But there we go. We have unloaded, so we can put the winch back, and then we can put the trailer away. Trailer parked up, pick up as well. And yeah, I'm going to have to see about getting some sort of pallet lifter so I can move these out of the way. They're just far too heavy to move. Maybe we could borrow the pallet lifter that was on the Farmhouse Market trailer. But yeah, David's probably using that busily, so we'll have to see. Right, let's walk over to Farmer Stan's farm, and for $2,000 we can take the old sprayer off his hands. And we've made it to Farmer Stan's. Oh, it's looking a little bit misty down on the river at Willie's this morning. And here we go, Farmer Stan's. Excellent. Things look normal, but Stan said he was away at the moment, so yeah, I'm guessing he is busy. Maybe he's on holiday. And, oh, looks like he's got some crops in his fields, which is excellent. Looks like he's herbicided already, which is fantastic. We need to herbicide so we can get rid of the pesky weeds. So, this sprayer is what we are going to purchase. He said, could we leave the money in the letterbox? So we will post it now. There we go. 2,000 in cash for Farmer Stan. And the sprayer is ours. I think he was a little bit reluctant to let go of it. It sounded like it had been in the family a little while, but his farm is quite large now, so he doesn't need a small sprayer anymore. We can hop in, started right up, because I don't think it's too long since we last used it, and it's nice and warm now. Actually, it's getting so warm I might have to lose the coat and just stick to jeans and t-shirts, maybe even break out some shorts this summer, we will see. Right, let's head off back to the farm. Luckily, this has got nearly full fuel, and oh, the brakes are a little bit shot on this thing. We will have to get it serviced up. But yeah, luckily Farmer Stan has left a good amount of herbicide in here already, which is fantastic. So maybe we didn't need to buy herbicide, but it's good to always have a nice supply. We will need to give this a good wash because it's looking absolutely filthy. Which reminds me that we might have to get some sort of water supply going up at the farm. Ah, it is Sunset Farm. Couldn't quite remember what David's farm was called the other day. But yeah, this sprayer is pretty nifty. It is on the large side, so I do have to sort of straddle two lanes as I'm driving, but as I come across vehicles I do sort of move over and hopefully allow them to pass. Right, I think what we can do is just turn off left here, because we've got herbicide, we've got fuel, we are good to go. I think I might just start down the far end, as that's where we started our planting, so it makes sense to me to start down that end. Right, here we go. We can get into position. Ooh, I have to make sure that I remember the brakes on this thing are really bad, so yeah, we'll have to make sure we get those serviced. Let's unfold. Oh, I think I've got a text message. Just check that before we get started on the field. Ah, it's Walter. Don't suppose you could conduct a spraying contract for me? I've got a large field that needs herbiciding. Well, Walter, I think you are in luck, because we have just bought a sprayer. I'll text him back. Sure thing, just got a sprayer and herbicide, so we will deal with it. Consider it done. Oh, excellent. Sounds like we have got a contract to do after this field. Right, let's line up nicely. Not going to have too many passes on this field, which is good. And I can see that the contract has come through, and that's for field 40 of Walters, so that is pretty good. Excellent. Right, well, we'll get started with this, and then we can go over to Walters' field. I think that might be the field that we ploughed up for him in winter a long time back, opposite the BGA. Right, I have to keep rocking the accelerator as the brakes are pretty shot on this thing. But we can start the sprayer and set to work. I'm trying to drive down the rows so we're not damaging our cotton, but we're getting rid of the weeds. So let's get this all covered off, and then we can head over to Walters' field. And just like that, we've herbicided both our own field and this field for Walter. So our work for him, our contract has completed. We'll have to collect the monies. I'll text him to let him know that we have finished up. But fantastic. This sprayer is pretty decent. And to be honest with you, it covered that larger field with ease. So yeah, maybe Farmer Stan was getting on just fine with this little old sprayer, but he probably has desires to buy newer and bigger, as he has a lot more land than we do, although he's a fairly modest and conservative farmer. Right, that's the herbiciding done, and we used very little herbicide, to be honest. This sprayer is quite efficient, only used 7% of what we have got in here. I think this can take about 3,800 litres, which is probably 2 and a bit IBCs of herbicide, to be honest. I wonder if David is in. Oh yeah, he is. Give David a 2. Hi David. He's always quite happy to see us, which is nice. So with the herbiciding done, it's now on to fertilizing for our field. So we'll need to head on into the yard, unload the herbicide and load the liquid fertilizer. There we go. We can swing by here and unload our herbicide into, I think I've got another spare IBC kicking around. Well, it was actually 2 and a bit IBCs of herbicide, but that is unloaded now, and we're filling up with liquid fertilizer. There we go. That is filled up nicely. So we can head back to our cotton field and get that covered up. It'll be a very quick job, as it's only literally 2 and a bit passes. And folded away. Very quick job indeed. So that is that field nicely herbicided and now fertilized. So we can take a quick little inspect. Oh, the moisture is quite low. We might have to see about spraying this with some water if we can to add up the moisture. So yeah, we will have to definitely put in that water point at the farm. As you can see, the fertilizing level is 100%, so we should get a 35% yield bonus, providing we don't get too much moisture damage. In fact, I'm actually looking at it, we don't need to water it because the moisture level is 28% and the ideal moisture is 10 to 12%, so it's actually more wet than it needs to be. But I'm hoping with the summer sun that should dry out, so yeah, we don't need to spray water. Right, this is our newest field, field 35, which we purchased from Walter. It has grass in. It looks like this is maybe the first stage of ready to harvest. So I'm proposing maybe we keep this another month to get up to the full length, and we'll look to mow this. Perhaps we could try tedding it and leaving it longer to dry this time, as I think that might have been our error last time with the grass in field 34 or 44. Can't remember the name or number of this field. This is 44 and this is 35, so yeah, I don't know why the numbers are so different. But yeah, I think we'll leave this a month and look to cut it, ted it. Maybe we could get a nicer tedder, as the tedder we were using is a little bit tricky sometimes. We might leave it a while to dry, and then we can look to get that baled up, collected, sell that again, and we can turn this over and look to plant sorghum, which will be interesting. Right, let's get this sprayer back to our farm and parked away. So yeah, a couple of things on the shopping list for the farm. We need a water point, so we'll have to get something plumbed in, and as part of that we might need a hose or maybe a jet sprayer so we can start to wash our own equipment. We could take this down to nearby the dealership to use their sprayer, but yeah, this vehicle's quite slow, so having our own setup where we can maintain our vehicles is probably ideal. We probably need some form of workshop as well, as yeah, we've got our trusty toolbox, but somewhere to work on vehicles would be really useful. And another item for the shopping list will be a pallet fork, so we can move those heavy IBCs somewhere a little bit better. Well, there we go. The John Deere sprayer can live in the shed now. And yeah, we'll look to give this a wash up and a clean at some point in the future. Maybe a bit of a repaint as well, because it has got a lot of chips. Alright, I've just come over to the farmhouse and I see that next we need some planks long, 3,000 litres. So I'm going to get that loaded up into the trailer. 3 pallets of planks long. Watch out, deers, out of the way. We do need to drop off these building materials. And I'm looking forward for the farmhouse being built so we can then look to do some landscaping around here. I want to have a nice garden, so we'll have to sort of plough up this area and yeah, look at placing a greenhouse or something, and maybe we can get some chickens. Right, that is busy building away again. Well, I had text Walter to let him know we'd finished the spray contract, and he's texted us back saying he's sent over the funds, so we earned 4,800 for doing that job for him, which is really good. And after purchasing that field, we still have a good amount of money, so I'm thinking we might need to look at upgrading some of our equipment soon. I'm thinking a new tractor, a new mower, maybe to make that new field and the grass within it easier to mow and take care of. I'm pleased with how the farmhouse build is coming along, but we're going to have a bit of a restful afternoon and get ready for our date with Katie. But that is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks, or things you'd like me to do, then feel free to leave a comment. But all that's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on the American Dream at Riverbend Springs. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.